Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel called Take Heed to the Message. Before we get started, I need y'all to hit that like and subscribe button if you feel my content. You understand? Let's get to the nitty gritty. Why I go so hard at women is because we ultimately make the decision for our life. Okay? Most cases, okay, I'm not talking about the R word, but most cases, we are the ones that decide who we lay down with, okay? So when you turn around and say you didn't know that this guy was a Pookie and Rere, mommy, you lying. You lying. Because I have had Pookie and Rere's in my time when I was younger, okay? And I knew they were. When everybody in my projects wanted to sleep with these guys, I wanted to too. You feel me? So everybody up there having babies, me too, doing nonsense as well. The only difference is that I got tired of hitting the wall. And I was like, there has to be a change. You know what I'm saying? There has to be a change. But because I'm explaining to y'all on YouTube about my past and the things that I went through so that you take heed to it, y'all coming at me, guns is blazing. You feel me? But listen, no matter how the guns is blazing, okay, I know there's some sisters out there listening to me. We are so, let me see. How can I explain this? We are the givers of life. We are. So you get to choose who swims in your honey pot. You get to choose that. You understand what I'm trying to say? So if you know this cat is a Pookie and Rere and he always doing nonsense on the corner and he fine as wine, because all Pookies and Reres look good. All of them. All of them look fine because they keep themselves tight because they know they're going to get laid. That's why they keep themselves looking like that, because they know what attracts women. And they know all that nonsense talk attract us too when they like acting like a roughneck. Y'all remember that song Roughneck back in the day. Anyway, let me get back to the story. So when we get with these type of men, they will baby mama us quick, because more than likely you a responsible woman that you working and you handling your business. So if they got a baby mama that's doing that, you feel me? They gonna be trying to hit her up for money, asking her to flip for him, all this nonsense. And then because we so-called in love, we go and do the nonsense with them. That's all I'm trying to say. But some of y'all is just going crazy on YouTube like I ain't telling the truth. I'm telling the truth because I lived it. So I know what you're doing. Okay? And let me tell you something. Back in the day when people used to say stuff to me like, oh, so-and-so is doing this, so-and-so is doing that. You shouldn't be bothered with him. I ain't listen either. I ain't listen either. Somebody said that to me earlier on one of my comments. Oh, when you was at a certain age, did you listen? I did not. Because I was around the nonsense. I lived hard when I was young. So I didn't have anybody to sit down and talk to me. You know what I used to get? This is the message I used to get. Closed legs don't get fed. Yes. And then I used to get this message. Girl, get your coins. Yes. Now these is grown women telling me this when I was young. Okay? And I had some good role models. But I ain't want to listen. But I ain't have them enough in my life to keep drilling it in. You feel me? I didn't understand what I was doing. I was trying to chase love and then got myself all hurt up in the end, thinking I was in love. So when I say to you, learn how, and sometimes I say this to y'all, learn how to start dealing with that man you put in a friend zone. When I was younger, there was a lot of people that I knew that was good cats, but I put them in a friend zone because maybe one or two things was off with them, and so I ain't want to have to deal with that. Or maybe they wasn't the type that I was looking for. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the outer appearance, that nonsense that we do. You got to look like Hercules for us to lay down with you. And that don't even make any sense because we have to learn how to do better. But because we continue to be in the foolery, that's why everybody come at black women, because we continue to be in the foolery. What age do you decide to say, I'm done, let me grow up? What age? Because there's women my age still running around here acting like they crazy. I got a whole bunch of comments in my YouTube, and most of these women are probably my age talking to me like they crazy. And this is why black men have this problem with us. Now, mind you, this is generations past that we have been downgrading our men and talking to them like we ain't got no sense. Now, I want to say this real quick before I go into the story again. There are some words that I'm not going to be able to pronounce correctly. You feel me? It's going to be some. And my Ebonics is terrible, okay? So it is what it is. If you like it, you stay. If you don't, keep pushing. You feel me? But listen up. When I say this about our men, right? How we just degrade them, how we don't be bothered with them, how we talk nonsense to them. Okay? We do all this because we were taught that. You understand? You were taught that by your mother and your grandmother when they tell you, oh, he ain't this, he ain't that, he never was, and all this other nonsense that they told us. So we do it to our men. It's a generational curse. That's all it is. And if you can break it in your family, you break it. Now, some women ain't going to take this the right way. Some women going to take it as I'm trying to bash you and tell you nonsense. And then some going to take heed to it. And I know my message is not going to be for everybody. And I'm cool with that. But all I'm saying is you cannot blame men for everything. You are the one that lets them swim in your honey pot. It's you. Okay? It's you that lay down and let the seas, and let your legs part. You understand? It's you. Unless the R word comes into play. And I don't want to get into that. That's a rabbit hole that we don't need to go down tonight. But if you are the one that is letting him swim in your honey pot and you not using protection and you wind up pregnant, baby, it's you. It's you. Because you got to deal with that baby on your own, especially if he's a Pookie and Rere. But you want to get mad at me because I'm calling it out. Don't get mad that I'm calling it out. Correct it. And a couple of days ago, I put out a reel, right? Now I'm about to jump to a different story. A couple of days ago, I put out a reel about, mommy, it's your fault if the child ends up in trouble. And why I say it's your fault, mommy, is because you did not choose wisely. And some of y'all women sat up there talking about, I chose wisely. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Did you talk to God about this man? Did you get on your knees and talk to God about this man? This is for the women who worship Jesus Christ, okay? This is not for anybody else. If you worship Jesus Christ, you feel me? You supposed to went to him in prayer and talked about this man before you jumped up and married him. Okay? You don't just jump up and marry somebody because you want to. Okay? And I'm going to tell you something. I'm not hating on you. Because the things that I talk about, I have done this nonsense. So that's why I'm telling you that there's a problem. And then for the women who sit up here and say, I don't want to get married. I don't need to get married. I don't need no man to survive and all this stuff. Listen, sis, do what you do. That's your business. But don't come to my page and write nonsense in the comments and think that I'm supposed to be like, I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to leave it there. Because if you write nonsense in my comments and I'm talking about something else and then you put something else in there, I'm going to delete it. It don't make sense to me. I'm telling young women, don't wait to get married. You feel me? I'm telling women, do not wait to get married till you old and gray like my age and then you turn around and try to get married. That doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. Okay? And the ones who don't want to get married, that's all right. You fine. That's do what it do. But I'm going to tell you something. When those nights get cold, and darkness is all through your house and nobody's with you, baby, remember the story that you said you don't need no man. Okay? Remember that. Remember that. I want you to take a picture, write it down, all that good stuff. Okay? And please stop coming to my comments. You don't want to get married. That's good for you. I'm happy for you. Clap. Whatever. Okay, go. But what I'm saying to the ones who want change, it starts in your own home. It starts how you pick men. And if you have children before you got married, baby, you got to learn how to check those kids. You got to learn how to tell them that one day mommy gonna get married, that somebody's coming in this house, and that you have to respect this person. Okay? And now, mind you, there might be outside sources that's telling these children nonsense to do. But baby, you got to get these kids on one accord, because one day you want to get happy. These kids will grow up and marry, and they will dismiss you. When they get married, they will dismiss you. They will say, I don't want my children to grow up like me in a one-parent home. I'm telling you, hands down. Hands down, mark my words. The stuff that I'm telling you right now is not me making it up. And then somebody had the nerve to say that I'm reading from a script. Baby, the words I'm saying I'm reading from a script, I had to laugh about that. And I wish I was reading from a script. Maybe I sound a little, educated. Okay? I sound straight hood from the ghetto, and I ain't going to sit up here and lie and say that I'm not. Okay? The words that I speak, they're all mine. Okay? Listen, that's the end of my rant. Take it how you like it. You feel me? Take it any way you want to take it. Everybody have a wonderful night, y'all. And women, change the way you think. Everybody is coming for you because there needs to be a change. Why you think all these influencers are after y'all like that, talking about y'all? Okay? If somebody doesn't care, they wouldn't care what you do. They wouldn't even correct you. They would just let you continue to do nonsense. But our black men, they love us. It's only because they love us that they keep saying the stuff you doing is nonsense. That's only why. Okay? Take heed to the message, y'all. Have a wonderful night. Take it easy once again.